For those who do not know me, I'm Jelena Fedurko-Cohen. I come from Estonia. Well, I speak Russian. This is actually due to that. TOC is well known in Russia, and just so we have a pretty good TOC community. And here are some faces from Russia as well. And I met Eli in early 2000, but I want just to speak now not about the impact of Eli on lives of the people who knew him, but the impact of Eli on lives on the people that never knew him. And there are a lot. They are actually a lot more than us. And what we see in the countries where Eli never went to, so Eli never went to Russia, well, not to my knowledge, certainly not from 2000, just when I knew Eli, and I worked just very close with Eli, just with any Russian-speaking contact with any Russian-speaking company. But they just from the books and from the satellite program that's been translated, from the work that we do, from the conference that we run, we conduct, they are trying to perceive what TOC is and what they can do with it. This is the same in Ukraine. Actually, Eli went there once. It was just a very interesting visit in Ukraine. Just there were a lot of fights, and it was quite a memorable day for the people who were there. Just it was a Bible Vision event, and then for Eli himself, that he didn't really like to talk about that day, and it felt more like shooting. I was actually doing synchronic translation for him. So by 6 o'clock in the evening, I felt that not only people wanted, just to duck and just to close their heads, just of what was happening just in the room, because there were just quite of exchange between Eli and the people there. But I really just had a feeling that I wanted, just to go down the table in my booth. So not to see that and not to hear that. It was just so intensive. But the point is that I feel that it is sort of our responsibility to make sure that those people who never saw Eli, never had the chance, the privilege to talk to Eli, to argue with him, to disagree with him, to keep on thinking about what he said, that they will have the core, the essence of what TOC is undistorted. And it is the responsibility of us to try and make TOC stretch. Lisa, you said a great thing. Well, you said you don't really think that Eli believed that make TOC the main way would be achievable within his life. I personally do not think that this. I will agree with you. This is to reach, to stretch, just to try to achieve. I don't really think that it is sort of possible to have one concept or one idea or one like theory or line to become main, just simply because, well, due to my background, I was born in the former Soviet Union. 250 million people, well, a very strong system, and still I don't think that it is possible, or it would have been possible, to have that system to be the main way everywhere in the world. And I don't think that this would have been correct. So I completely agree with you. This is just what it feels that what we should what we should be doing. We have the legacy, and the feeling is, and the knowledge and the understanding and the responsibility is to build on this legacy. Well, yes, not standing in the shade, standing on their shoulders, just whatever people feel, just whatever they want to call it. I don't have the feeling that TOC community is stuck. It's either, someone of you said, Alan, you said that? I don't have this feeling. Over the last 5 years, we in TOCPA, we have conducted 32 conferences throughout several countries, and they're not 5 and they're not 10, I can't just count them, there's certainly more than 10. We keep on coming to the countries, and what we see that there are new developments and new thinking that is being brought on board. Like one of the last conference in Italy, we were discussing TOC and anti-fragility, And there are many things that are being thought about in community. And I think that it's extremely important to gather those local knowledge and local experience and local thinking and mistakes and things that didn't work. And that there should be a center, there should be a thinking center. Yes, Eli's gone. Eli was a magnet. And a lot of people wanted to be with Eli and around Eli because it was a lot of challenging thinking. We invited people to write to our tribute, the tribute page just on TOCPA, just you saw the photos just from the tribute page. A lot, people were writing like, I met Eli shortly. He said that, and I have been thinking about that for years. And I still think about that. And when you said something just about like that, you said what he said at the beginning, what he said at the end, you said it from the end. And this is something that keep on working inside you. I think we all, those just who knew Eli, we all have these elements. Something that he said made us think, something that he said made us disagree. Disagreeing means thinking again. It was a lot more of that, if either a disagreement or feeling of just a big question mark that keeps us thinking, not actually the things that we agree. Things that we agree just go very smoothly. So, and which is what I think is important, is that there will be like a common pot, a common thinking pot, that it can come together, and that this common thinking pot just will become the same, dynamic, sparkling, pulsing, I don't want to say element, that was just, that Eli was, but this entity is a better word, much better word than element, that Eli was. And we thank you for being just a part of our tribute, for contributing to the TOCPA tribute page. Those of you who still didn't have time to write to us, just write. Just wait, it will stay there, and it is valuable for people. We heard in Russia just some comments that people are saying that they find the most valuable stories like that, rather than the books, or even just rather than training programs, because this gives them insights. This helps them understand that Eli was a human being, and that there are bits and pieces that they can relate to, sometimes stronger than the books and the training programs. We thank you all, and yes, it is an honor to be here. Thanks.